Okay, hello everyone. Today's topic is Asura. What does this word Asura means? Uh, and whom can we call Asura? Uh, if we look in internet images, Asura. The moment we type Asura, we see all these demonic figures with multiple arms, cruel-looking demonic figures with horns. We see. And few Dalit leaders in India, few Dalit leaders and very minuscule minority call themselves as Asuras. We are the children of Asuras. We are the Asuras, they call. And a good majority of Dravidian movement, the southern Dravidian movement, the leaders in that Dravidian movement also call themselves as Asuras. So let's look into actually who are Asuras. To know actually who are Asuras, we need to read this book, the Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a chapter called 16, the good and bad. Daiva, Asura, Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. Daiva means good, Asura means bad, Sampat Vibhaga Yoga means the difference between good and bad. In this chapter, we'll get a clear understanding of who are Asuras. Okay. Now, so difference between divine qualities and demonic qualities. A human being who has divine qualities is called Deva. A human being who has demonic qualities is called Asura. That's it. Devas and Asuras are basically human beings, but the difference between them is their qualities. The qualities distinguishes a human being whether he is a Deva or Asura. So the Devas, courage, purity of heart, austerity, simplicity, righteousness, serenity, kindness, gentleness, modesty, patience, cleanliness, absence of malice and false pride. These are basically qualities of Devas, are good people. These are the qualities of good people. So good people we can call good people as Devas. And who are Asuras? Asuras are people who have hypocrisy, arrogance, vanity, anger, cruelty, ignorance are the basic traits of person with demonic nature. And now, demonic people don't understand what should be done and what should not. They are neither pure nor honest. Even their behavior is not good. They proclaim the universe has no basis and no abiding truth. There is no greater force governing it. Life is merely a product of mutual union driven by lust. They believe there is no higher truth that is governing this universe or this planet Earth. Everything just out of nothing, out of pure coincidence, out of luck, everything happened, and there is no higher truth and there is no greater force governing it. Rigidly holding on to such views, these lost souls of limited understanding commit many cruel deeds. They are indeed enemies of the world, bent upon its destruction. Clinging on to unquenchable passions, drunk with pride and hypocrisy, they live in delusion with false notion and act with impure motives. Till their last breath, they are lost in boundless wishes and anxieties. Gratification of desire is their highest aim. Look at it. Gratification of desires is their highest aim. As if that is all there is to one's life. Bounded by hundred chains of vain hope and driven by lust and anger, they amass wealth by unjust means for sense enjoyment. Through every wrong way, they accumulate wealth, doing all kinds of bad activities. I have gained this today, and I shall attain that tomorrow. All these riches are mine, and soon I shall have more. I am Lord. I have killed this enemy, and I have also destroyed all other enemies. I am successful, I am powerful, I am wealthy, and I enjoy life. And this is a very important verse. Uh, I am wealthy, of high birth. Who else? Who else is there like me? I shall sacrifice. I shall offer gifts. I shall rejoice. Say those bewildered by lack of knowledge. Look, I am wealthy, of higher birth. He's saying I am Abhijan. So the entire people who say I belong to higher caste, you belong to lower caste. You need to say. So all those people who say I am by birth I am supreme, they are asuras. So this is not, I am not saying this. So this is written in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16 verse 15. Anyone who claims that by birth I am superior, by birth you are inferior, you are untouchable, they are asuras. This is what Sri Krishna, the Supreme God himself is saying. These are the basic nature of people, asura. So if you just imagine, if you say I am superior to you by birth, you are inferior, you are untouchable, I can't touch you, I can't eat with you. So these are all the qualities of asura according to Bhagavad Gita. Okay, next. Carried away by countless fanciful thoughts, they get caught in the web of illusion and are addicted to gratification of senses. Addicted to gratification of senses. Thus, they plunge into hell of their own making. They are arrogant, they are stubborn, intoxicated by wealth and pride. Intoxicated by wealth and pride, they engage in worship only in name and not in spirit. Focus more on pump and show without regard to rules and regulations. In villages we see some village head or some politician, he attends a religious meeting. He goddamn doesn't care about God or that religion. For him it is everything is like pump and show. Jai Shri Ram, he says and goes away. He doesn't care about God or religion. Nothing he cares. All he cares about is his political. Okay, I attended this event, so I will, so many votes I will get. Next, clinging on to egoism and vanity, exhibit force, lust and rage. These malicious people undermine the divine presence in their bodies and the bodies of others. This is a very important verse. These malicious people undermine the divine presence in their bodies and others. So according to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Supreme is present in every living being. Every living being, including bacteria, viruses, ants, plants, animals, human beings, every living being, God is present. But when you say, by birth I am superior, you are inferior, you are undermining the divine presence in you and in that person also. I am again saying, if I say, तू मेरे से छोटी जात का है, you are lesser caste than me. If I say, I am undermining the divine presence in me and the person whom I am calling. Look how wonderfully Krishna is saying. Look, so tell me, where is caste system in India? Okay, caste system is there, but you cannot say that one caste is superior to other. Caste is merely an occupation. You make food out of it. You make your living out of your caste. But you cannot say my caste is superior to your caste. So people who say I am superior to other, you are asuras, according to Bhagavad Gita. Look how clearly God is saying. These malicious people undermine the divine presence in their bodies and the bodies of others. So now tell me, equality is there in Hinduism. The problem is not with Hinduism or Hindu scriptures. The problem is with implementation of the scriptures. People don't read all those things. People don't read Bhagavad Gita. People don't read Bhagavad Gita. Then how can we expect an equilibrium between various castes? How can this Jat Path or superior inferior mindset we can remove in people if we don't read Bhagavad Gita only? Because Bhagavad Gita is the answer for all our nonsenses. All this garbage which we created in our lives, the solution is in Bhagavad Gita only. Now finally, so why do these people behave in this way? Why do people behave? Because of ahankara, ego, balam, strength, darpam, vain, krodham, vengeance, kamam, lust. Kamam means lust, it's not sex. Because of these 5 qualities, a person becomes asura. Balam, I am superior to him. Krodham, vengeance. Darpam means, darpam, yes. I am superior caste. Mine is superior caste. Ahankara, kamam, lust for, it's basically desire for material things. Because of these things, a person has this asuric quality. I constantly throw these cruel and hateful and worst of men into demonic wounds in vast cycle of birth and death. Again, these deluded people are born in the demonic traits and they fail to attain the supreme. They sink to the lowest depths. So people, as whatever the qualities mentioned from starting till now, people who exhibit these qualities, they sink into the lowest depths. So Krishna is saying, so Krishna is saying, all these people, you're destroying yourself by exhibiting all this behavior. You are destroying yourself, and at certain point of time you lose all this, your balam, krodham, tarpam, moham, kamam, all these things you lose. And God is saying he will take care of you. He will take I constantly throw this cruel and hateful to the worst of the men. Look how beautiful it is. Krishna is saying the worst of the men into demonic wounds. So probably hell is the only thing they will achieve. People with asuric nature. Lust, anger and greed are 3 gates to hell. Lust, anger and greed are 3 gates to hell that degrade the self. One should renounce them all. One who ignores the established rules and follow his own preferences driven by selfish desires does not attain perfection, happiness or liberation. Okay. Now I think you understood who are asuras. Now I hope you understood who are asuras. Few Dalit leaders who call themselves asuras, they are not asuras. Dravidian leaders who call themselves, they are not asuras. The demons, all these images which we saw, these people are also not asuras. So who are asuras means the people who don't believe there is a higher truth. We are in a certain level of truth, but if we don't think there is a higher truth which is guiding everything, governing the entire universe, and gratification of senses is the only purpose in your life. Material enjoyment is the only purpose in your life. Exploiting the poor, plundering the poor, calling someone you are lower than me, I am superior to you, by birth I am superior, untouchability, what a nonsense ideology it is. These are the people who are asuras. So these are the people who are asuras according to Bhagavad Gita. This is I am not saying this. Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yogas, chapter 16. It's just 23-24 verses. It will hardly take you 2 or 3 minutes to read this thing. So these are so we should now every one of us has some asuric, demonic mentalities. Slowly we should remove all these things. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Okay. I just forgot one point. Ravana plus evil actions, Asura. Because of his Asuric tendencies, evil action, he is called Ravanasura. Ravana plus Asura. Asura means evil action. He is called Ravanasura. His actual name is Ravana. Thank you.